Let me ask you, doctor, what's the most important nutrient?
The most essential nutrient, and very few people think of this. When you run down, we need vitamins and minerals, amino acids and enzymes, essential fatty acids, antioxidants, glyconutrients. We need these things, but the most essential nutrient is oxygen. I mean, all you have to do is think about it. You can survive 3 weeks without food. You can survive 3 days, maybe 4 days without water. But how long can you really survive without oxygen? About 3 minutes? So oxygen becomes a critical nutrient that most people never think about because they're breathing and they're saying, why do I need to worry about oxygen? It's automatic. Just because you're breathing in oxygen doesn't mean you're getting oxygen saturation at a cellular level. So
Let's talk about that. So, what is the cell membrane made of, and how do you facilitate the transfer of oxygen in and out of the cells?
okay, well, without getting it too complicated, basically the cell membrane is a double layer of lipids or fats. I mean, it's called the phospholipid membrane. So now you've got lipids, you have fats that are making up this membrane, and part of the essential fatty acid of omega-3 and Moxor helps to make up the phospholipid membrane. If you don't have a healthy phospholipid membrane, you can breathe all day long like you do anyway, but it doesn't mean that you're getting oxygen saturation. It's really simple. You need the omega-3s, you need the essential fatty acids, you need the phospholipids to make up a healthy cell membrane in order for the absorption or the saturation of oxygen to get into the cell. Just breathing it in the body isn't what we're talking about. We need to get the oxygen into the cell, and oxygen is the number one nutrient. Without it, can we survive? Yes. You can do the minimum daily requirement of breathing, which is what most people do. And if you don't have the proper cell membrane based on phospholipids, based on essential fatty acids, specifically omega-3, and now we're talking Moxor, then you're going to have a diminished oxygen content. And every disease, dis-ease, every one that's been tested so far, if you want to thrive and you want to be healthy, you need oxygen saturation. If you have what is called tissue hypoxia, not enough oxygen at a cellular level, that's the petri dish that pathogenic organisms thrive in. That's the petri dish that cancer thrives in. When you're dealing with essential fatty acids, just the name alone is telling you that we're not talking about something that the body can make, it can produce, or it is part of. When you're dealing with an essential fatty acid, this is something separate from that. This is something that the body must consume on a regular basis. It's an essential nutrient that the body needs through the diet, and through this consumption, then the body will pull this essential fatty acid, in this case we're talking about, it will digest it, it will absorb it, it will transport it through the blood vascular circulation, it will heal and repair wherever that nutrient is necessary. This is the wonderful thing about Moxor, is that someone can say, I've got an arthritis, I have arthritis, I have bursitis, I have lateral epicondylitis, and anytime you hear the itis, we're talking inflammation. Now, somebody's got this inflammation, they take Moxor because of that essential fatty acid omega-3. It goes where it needs to go. It's driven by the intelligence of the body. Now, once you have that happening, in addition to that, every cell in the body requires this phospholipid membrane to be healthy, in order to bring in nutrients, to release waste products, to pull in oxygen. And so here again, this essential fatty acid omega-3 is now addressing every cell in the body that requires that. So truly, what you have here in this product is something that goes way beyond an isolated nutrient. You have something that's critical to slow down, stop, and reverse tissue hypoxia, which is not enough oxygen. You have something that affects the immune system. It's a major target for inflammation of the body. So this is what is so important about Moxor, is it does so many things for so many people.